Hello and welcome to MSJ in the garden. Today we're actually in the indoor greenhouse. I'm trying to get some plants to start them off in the winter months and to have them ready for the spring. We already have some things that are blooming in the back of me here, but now we're going to get some pansies and some nice color greens going, all those cool weather plants that love this early spring. This is one of the easiest way to get your trays going. You can either use the plugs or you can put individual soil into these plugs, or you can just have a nice plastic tray you do not want to go to waste. You can end up using all these little things around your house to get your seeds ready and start to begin to plant and build up your soil. And I'm using a very nice potting soil mix blend. You can pick this up at any garden store near you for a very reasonable amount of money. If you have some good compost from your own garden, you can add them to it as well. This is a great way to get your plants started. This is a seed starting kit. Here, little pellets of peat moss, and as you put water into your tray, it will expand, and in the center is where you will put your seeds, right in this little middle bit, and you'll put your seeds, and as it grows, you take this and put it directly into the ground. This is the size it will eventually expand to, and then look inside right there. This is where you will put yours. Pull it apart and you can see this is all biodegradable. It will go right into the soil and just break right down, and you take this and put it straight into the ground. Put your seeds in here and put this straight right into your pot or into the soil in the ground, and it's ready to grow. Now do the same thing with this here. Just moisten it all up a little bit. Just moisten all these guys. Just moisten the soil. Now these are my pansies I'm going to be starting with. But here's a lovely collard greens that they really do like the cool weather. Opening it up very carefully, because I want to be able to come back to it again. I don't want to lose it. And I'm going to take some of my pansies. You can see how tiny the seeds are. Really, really small. And carefully put them into the trays. Just drop them in. Them. Go ahead and open each one up like that. So just making little holes to be able to drop them in. Make life easy for everybody. Now dropping the seeds into the little holes that I've created. Well, 2 or 3 each, in the beginning stages. See how tiny they are. The beautiful things about seeds is that it is when it connects with the soil before it will grow. The life is inside of it, everything, but it will not grow unless it touches the soil. And when that comes about, you will see the wonderful plant that God has created. Now these are zinnias I'm going to start planting now. The most beautiful thing about this is that I just threw some zinnias in the pot during the winter months and they came up. It was wonderful to see, and I even have one beginning to flower. How much more if I do it now and I meet the deadline for the good weather? We'll have zinnias all over the place. Have some fun with your zinnias. They are easy seeds to grow. I'm going to put them in here. And let's see what the zinnia seeds look like. And once you get your zinnias, you may not even want to buy some seeds. You just go ahead and collect the seeds from your zinnias heads and replant them every year. I'm just kind of like working them into the soil, and then I might just get a little bit more soil and sprinkle it on top. The soil was shallow to start with, and then I layer the seeds, and then I sprinkle the extra soil on top, just like the seeds are sandwiched between top and bottom soil. Can't go wrong. It's always good to learn something new, experiment with it. So the purpose of these terrarium lids is to create an indoor garden where it will have moisture and heat inside, and it will drip the condensation and water it by itself in this early stage. As you can see, we have now finished planting, and we've covered them up so that we'll be able to see little greeneries shooting up soon. We'll be back to let you see those. The garden, whether it is a greenhouse indoors or outside, this is something I love. It is always my happy place.